Hey, English learners! Welcome back to Talk English Class, your calm little corner of the internet where English feels a little less scary.
I'm James,
And I'm Grace.
and honestly, before anything else, thank you for being here, really.
Yeah, if you're listening right now, walking somewhere, cooking something, lying in bed, tired, that already counts. That's real progress.
It does, even if you don't feel like it does.
So, James, you have that face again.
What face?
That face, the I need to confess something face.
Okay, fine. Something happened this week.
Uh-oh, that tone is never good.
So, my new coworker asked me a simple question, just a normal question.
How simple.
Do you have brothers or sisters?
That's it? That's the whole question?
That's it. And my brain just stopped.
Stopped how?
Like completely blank. I know the answer. I have two sisters. I know this information about my own life.
Right, it's not exactly a mystery.
But in that moment, in English, out loud, in front of someone new, nothing came out. I just said, yes, family. Big family, like a caveman.
Big family?
I know how that sounded.
Honestly, though, I get it. Family questions feel different than other questions somehow.
They really do. It's not like talking about the weather.
No, it's personal. It's you, your people.
Exactly, and I think that's why my mind just closed the door.
Well, I'm glad you told me, because today's topic is going to feel very familiar.
Oh no, what are we talking about?
We're talking about family. How to talk about your family in English without freezing, without that caveman moment.
Perfect timing. My confidence needs this.
This is an A1 to A2 episode, by the way. Nice and simple level.
So if some words feel new, that's completely fine.
Totally fine. You don't need to understand every single word today. Just stay relaxed, stay with us, listen for the feeling more than the grammar.
So what's the plan for today, Grace?
Okay, so first, we're going to talk about why family questions feel harder than they should.
The scary part.
The scary part, yes. Then I'm going to tell you a story about a moment that changed how I think about this.
Ooh, a story. I like this already.
Then we'll build some simple, real sentences together. Nothing complicated, just the words you actually need.
And then some quiet practice at the end?
Quiet practice, yes. No pressure, no performance, just space to think.
I like that. So, question for everyone listening. What's the one question about your family that makes your mind go blank?
Yeah, think about that while we go. And if you're new here, staying with us today, welcome. It genuinely makes us happy that you're listening.
And if you've been here before, welcome back again. This is kind of our little tradition now, isn't it?
It really is. Same two friends, same calm corner, whenever you need it.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's talk about family.
So, actually, can I ask you something first?
Sure.
When you were a kid, did people ask you about your family a lot?
Oh, constantly. Everyone in my hometown knew everyone's family.
Really?
Yeah, like if you met someone new, the second question after your name was basically, who's your father?
That's intense.
It was normal there, but I never had to explain it in a new language. That's the difference.
Right. In your own language, family talk is easy. It's automatic.
Completely automatic. I could describe my whole family in 10 seconds without thinking.
And in English?
In English, suddenly I'm searching for basic words like older and younger.
See, that's interesting to me because family should be the easiest topic. It's the one thing everyone actually knows deeply.
You'd think so.
You know your mother's face better than any vocabulary word in any textbook.
That's true, actually.
But somehow, this topic feels harder in English than talking about, I don't know, your job or the weather.
Way harder. My job I can describe with maybe 15 memorized sentences. My family? That's not something you memorize.
Right, it's not a script. It's real people with real, complicated stories.
Exactly. My family isn't simple. It's not mother, father, one brother, happy home. It's more complicated than that.
Mine too, honestly.
So when someone asks a simple question, tell me about your family, my brain doesn't know where to start because the real answer isn't simple.
That's such a good point. The question sounds small, but the real answer can feel huge.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay, I think that's really the heart of today. So let's actually go there. So here's what I've noticed, both from my own life and from talking to other learners. Talking about family in English creates a very specific kind of fear.
A specific kind?
Yeah, it's not the same fear as, say, ordering food or asking for directions.
No, definitely not. Nobody feels emotional about ordering coffee.
Right, but family touches something deeper.
It does, because when I talk about my family, I'm not just giving information. I'm kind of showing who I am.
Exactly. It feels exposing.
Exposing, yeah, that's a good word for it.
And I think there are actually a few different fears hiding inside this one topic. Can I list them?
Please, I feel like I'll recognize myself.
Okay, first fear, simple vocabulary fear, like not knowing the word for younger sister or in-laws or stepfather.
Oh, stepfather. I genuinely didn't know that word for years. I just said, my mother's husband, every single time.
That actually works, but it's a lot of words for one simple idea.
It really is.
Second fear, grammar fear. Like, how do you even say someone's age correctly? My brother has 25 years, feels natural if your first language works that way. But in English, it's my brother is 25.
Oh, I did that mistake for months. My sister has 30 years. People would just smile and not correct me.
Right, and that smile, it feels kind, but it also makes you wonder what else you're saying wrong.
Yeah, that smile is complicated.
Third fear, and I think this is the biggest one, emotional fear. Fear that your family story isn't the right kind of story.
What do you mean by that?
Like, maybe your parents are divorced. Maybe you don't talk to a sibling anymore. Maybe you were raised by a grandmother instead of your parents. Maybe your family is far away and you miss them so much it hurts to even say the words.
Oh.
When someone asks a light, easy question like, tell me about your family, it feels like they want a light, easy answer. But your real story isn't light.
That's exactly it. Mine isn't light either.
So now you're standing there thinking, do I give the simple textbook answer? I have a mother, a father, one sister. Or do I try to explain the real, complicated truth in a language I'm still learning?
And usually the second option feels impossible.
Impossible, yeah. So most people just freeze, or they give a short, flat answer, and inside they feel like they didn't really share themselves at all.
That's me. That's exactly me. I give the short answer, and then afterward I feel almost sad about it, like I'd hid something true.
You're not alone in that feeling, honestly. So many people carry that same quiet sadness after a family question.
It's strange because I want to talk about my family. I love my family, but the words just don't come.
I think that's the real problem today. It's not that you don't know English, it's that your heart has more to say than your current vocabulary allows.
That's such a good way to put it.
And there's one more layer to this too. Some people feel embarrassed about their family's situation itself, separately from the language.
Meaning?
Meaning, maybe you feel a little shame that your parents are divorced, or that you don't talk to a sibling anymore. Maybe you were raised by a grandmother instead of your parents. Maybe your family is far away, and you miss them so much it hurts to even say the words.
Oh.
That's heavy. It is heavy. But here's the thing, James. That mistake, that fear, that freeze, it's completely normal. Genuinely. Not a small comfort phrase. I actually mean it.
I want to believe that.
Many, many people feel this exact freeze. You are absolutely not the only one standing there with a full heart and an empty sentence. There's one more fear I want to name, actually, because I think it's sneaky. It hides really well.
Sneakier than the other three?
Maybe. It's the comparison fear. Like you hear someone else describe their family. Oh, we're so close, we do everything together, big Sunday dinners, and suddenly your own family sounds boring or broken or not enough just by comparison.
Oh, I feel that one deeply.
Yeah?
My coworker, the one who asked me the question, she talks about her family constantly. Big holidays, everyone together, matching sweaters even, apparently.
Matching sweaters.
I know. And next to that, my little answer, 2 sisters, it felt so small, so plain.
But James, plain isn't the same as empty. Your family has depth. It just doesn't look like a holiday photo.
That's true. My family has a lot of depth, just quiet depth, not loud depth.
Quiet depth. I love that phrase.
Thanks. I think I just made it up right now.
See, this is what I mean. You already have beautiful ways to describe your family. You just need somewhere safe to say them.
This conversation is starting to feel like that safe place, honestly.
I'm really glad. So, 4 fears now. Vocabulary, grammar, emotional weight, and comparison. All normal, all common. None of them means something is wrong with you.
Saying it as a list actually helps a little. It feels less like a personal failure and more like a shared human thing.
It is a shared human thing. Practically everyone learning a new language carries at least one of these 4.
Okay, that actually helps a little, just hearing that.
Good, because I want to tell you something that happened to me, something I don't usually talk about.
Wait, really?
Really? Give me a second. So, a few years ago, I moved to a new city for work. New job, new apartment, new everyone.
Okay.
And on my second week, we had this small team lunch. Nothing formal, just sandwiches, a few people from the office.
Sounds harmless enough.
That's what I thought too. And then one of my coworkers, very friendly, very kind actually, she turns to me and says, "So, tell us about your family."
Oh, no, I feel it already.
And in that second, my mind went straight to my parents. My parents divorced when I was 12.
I didn't know that.
Not many people did at that time. And in my head, I'm thinking, do I say I have a mom and a dad, which feels like a lie because it's not really how my life felt growing up? Or do I say the real thing, that my childhood was split between 2 houses, 2 different lives, and I spent years feeling like I belonged fully to neither one?
That's a lot to carry into a sandwich lunch.
Exactly. So what actually came out of my mouth was, oh, I have a mom, a dad, a brother. Yeah, normal family.
Normal family.
I said the word normal, which looking back is such a strange word to choose, because it wasn't normal to me. It was mine, my real life.
Why do you think you said that?
Because in that moment, the easy sentence felt safer than the true sentence. And also, honestly, I didn't have the English words yet for the true sentence. I didn't know how to say my parents separated smoothly. I didn't know how to say I grew up between 2 homes without stumbling.
So the language limit and the emotional limit hit you at the same time.
At exactly the same time. And I remember going home that night and feeling this strange heaviness, not because anyone was unkind to me, nobody was, but because I had made myself smaller. I had flattened my whole story into one boring word. Normal.
I understand that feeling more than you know.
There's actually a detail I still remember clearly. On the walk home that night, I passed a bakery, and there was a family inside, laughing, ordering bread together, and I just stood there for a second, watching them.
Why do you think you stopped?
I think some part of me was comparing, wondering why my family couldn't be that simple picture. 2 houses, 2 different smells, 2 different rules, that was my normal. But standing outside that bakery, I felt like an outsider to my own life story.
That's such a specific memory to still carry.
It is, and for a long time after that lunch, I just kept using that word, normal, every time someone asked. It became my safe little wall.
Did the wall ever come down?
Slowly, yes. Actually, it came down with one coworker months later. She mentioned her own parents were divorced too, very casually, over coffee, and something in me just relaxed.
Because you weren't the only one.
Exactly. Hearing her say it so lightly gave me permission to say mine a little more honestly too. That's actually part of why I'm telling you this today.
I appreciate that more than you know.
Do you want to tell me the rest of your story? The one from this week with your coworker?
Yeah, okay. So remember, my brain froze and I said, yes, family, big family.
Right.
Well, my coworker laughed kindly and said, big family, nice. How many? And here's the part I didn't tell you yet.
Go on.
I have two sisters, yes, but I also have a half-brother from my father's second marriage, and I barely know him. We've met maybe 3 times in my whole life.
Oh, James.
And standing there, I thought, do I mention him? Is he part of my family in this simple English sentence? I didn't even know the word for half-brother in English at that moment.
What did you say in the end?
I just said 2 sisters. I left him out completely. Not because I don't think about him. I do, actually, more than people would guess.
But it felt too complicated to explain.
Too complicated, and honestly, a little embarrassing, like admitting my family isn't the simple picture people imagine.
Can I ask, what's he like, your half-brother?
Honestly, I don't fully know. That's part of what makes it hard. The last time I saw him, I was maybe 16. He was younger, quiet, a bit shy around me, understandably. We didn't grow up in the same house, so there wasn't really a chance to build anything.
Do you think about reaching out?
Sometimes, late at night mostly, I'll see a photo online and I'll think, that's my brother, and I don't even have his phone number.
That must be a strange kind of loneliness. Missing someone you barely know.
That's exactly the word, strange, because normally you miss someone you've lost, but this is missing someone I never really had.
James, thank you for telling me that. Genuinely.
It felt strange saying it out loud, but also kind of relieving.
That relief, that's real. That's what happens when a heavy thing finally gets a little air.
Yeah, it does feel lighter now.
Can I tell you what strikes me hearing both our stories side by side?
Please.
We both did the exact same thing in completely different situations. We both shrank our real story down into something small and safe. You said 2 sisters. I said normal family. Same instinct, different words.
I never thought about it that way, but you're right. Same instinct.
And I wonder how many people listening right now have their own version of that same small, safe sentence, the one they always use because the real one feels too big.
I bet a lot of people. Honestly, probably almost everyone.
I think so too, and I don't say that to make anyone feel bad about it. I say it because it means none of us are broken for doing this. It's just what fear does, in any language.
Fear makes us small, on purpose, kind of, to protect us.
Exactly. But today, I think we're both ready to be a little less small, at least with each other, right here.
Yeah, I think I am too.
And here's what I want you to hear, and everyone listening too. Your family doesn't need to be simple for you to talk about it. It just needs the right words, said slowly, said kindly, even if they're not perfect.
I like that. Slowly and kindly, not perfectly.
Exactly. And that's where we're going next. Not perfect sentences, just honest, simple ones that can hold your real story.
Okay, I'm actually ready for this part now.
Good. Let's build it together. So, I want to start with something small, a sentence I use now that I didn't have back then.
Tell me.
My family is a little complicated, but I love them.
Oh, I like that. It's short.
It's short, and it's honest, and it invites the other person in without forcing you to explain everything right away.
So it's like an open door, not a full story?
Yes, that's a great way to say it. An open door. You can walk through it more if you want to later, when you trust the person, or you can just leave it there, and it's still true and complete.
That takes so much pressure off, honestly.
It really does. Because here's something I learned. You don't owe anyone your full story in one sentence. Not in your first language, and definitely not in your second one.
I needed to hear that.
So let's build a few simple pieces. Basic family words first, then we'll build feeling into them.
Okay, basic words. I know these, I think. Mother, father, sister, brother.
Right, and a few more useful ones. Parents for mother and father together, siblings for brothers and sisters together.
Siblings. I always forget that word exists, and I just say brothers and sisters every time.
That's completely fine too, by the way. Siblings is just a shorter way to say the same thing.
Good, because that word never stays in my head.
It's okay. Now some family words for more complicated families, like ours. Stepfather, stepmother, for when a parent remarries.
Okay, stepfather. That's simple, actually. I overcomplicated that one for years.
Half-brother, half-sister, for when you share only one parent.
That's the word I needed today.
I know, and there's no shame word inside it. It's just a word, a neutral, normal word for a real family shape.
Saying it now out loud in this conversation, it feels less heavy than I expected.
That's the goal, not to make it disappear, but to make it lighter to hold.
What other words help?
We're not close. That's a really useful phrase. It doesn't blame anyone, it just describes distance.
We're not close. I could use that about my half-brother.
Exactly. Or we don't talk much anymore, if it used to be different.
What about when family is far away, like physically far, another country?
Good one. My family lives far away, so I miss them a lot. Simple, true, and it invites warmth instead of awkwardness.
I actually feel that one in my chest.
Me too. My grandmother lives far from me now, and that sentence is basically my life every week.
What about parents who divorced, like your story?
My parents are divorced, but we're still close. Or, if that's not true for you, my parents are divorced and it's still difficult sometimes. Both are okay. Both are honest.
I like that you gave two versions, because not every story ends warm.
Right, and English shouldn't force you to pretend it does.
Can we go back to my coworker moment? What could I say next time?
Sure, something like, I have two sisters and a half-brother I don't see often. Short, true, no shame in the sentence itself.
Saying it that way, it almost sounds normal, not heavy at all.
Because it is normal, James. Families come in every shape. The English words just needed to catch up to your real life.
That's honestly beautiful.
One more piece, and I think this one matters a lot. How to talk about feeling, not just facts.
Like what?
Like, I'm close with my mother, but distant from my father. Or, I feel more like myself around my sister than anyone else. These sentences aren't just information, they're feeling translated into simple English.
I never thought feeling could be that simple grammatically.
It really can. Close, distant, comfortable, nervous around. These are simple words carrying real weight.
Okay, I'm going to try one, about my sisters.
Go for it.
I'm really close with my older sister. She always understands me.
Oh, James, that's lovely. Say it again, slower, just for yourself.
I'm really close with my older sister. She always understands me.
See, that sentence wasn't complicated at all, but it told me something real about you.
It did, didn't it?
This is what I mean when I say we're not teaching grammar today, we're teaching your real life how to exist in English.
I like that phrase. My real life existing in English.
Let's practice a little more of this together gently before we move into today's exercise.
I'm ready, genuinely ready this time.
One thing I want to add before we move forward is permission. You have permission to describe your family exactly as it is, not simpler for other people's comfort, not smaller to avoid questions, just true.
Permission. I like that word here.
Because honestly, the biggest block usually isn't grammar. It's this quiet fear that your real family story is somehow wrong or embarrassing to say out loud.
That was definitely my block with the half-brother thing.
And it's such a common block. So many listeners right now probably have their own version of that exact thing hiding behind a simple question.
A stepfather they don't mention, a sibling they don't talk to, a parent who passed away and they don't know how to bring it up naturally.
All of it, all of those quiet, real things. And every single one of them deserves simple, honest English, not silence. A couple more small phrases, and then we'll move into practice. What about when a parent passed away? That's a hard one for a lot of listeners.
Yeah, I imagine that's really hard to say out loud in a new language.
You can keep it very simple. My father passed away a few years ago. That's it. You don't need extra explanation unless you want to give it.
Short and true again.
Always short and true first. People will follow your lead. If you want to share more, you will. If you don't, that one sentence is already complete and respectful.
What about when someone raised you who isn't your parent, like a grandmother or an aunt?
My grandmother raised me. Simple, direct, and honestly a beautiful sentence. It tells someone something important without needing 10 extra clauses.
I know a few people that's true for. I never realized the sentence could be that easy.
It really can be. And one more for relationships that are healing, not broken and not perfect either. We're working on our relationship. That phrase carries so much hope in so few words.
We're working on our relationship. I like that one a lot. It doesn't sound sad. It sounds hopeful.
Exactly. English gives us these small, kind containers for complicated feelings if we know where to look.
Okay, I feel like I actually have real tools now, not memorized sentences, real tools.
That's exactly what I hoped for. Okay, let's slow down a little for this part. This is quiet time. No pressure, no performance.
I like when we get to this part.
So here's what we'll do. I'm going to describe a small moment, and I want you to just picture your own answer in your mind. You don't need to say anything out loud, unless you want to.
Okay, just thinking. Okay.
First one, think about your parents. Are they together, separated, or maybe you were raised by someone else, a grandparent, an aunt, a family friend? Take a moment. Just notice which sentence feels true for you. However that answer looks for you, it's a valid family. Every shape is valid.
That felt calming, actually, just thinking it, not saying it.
Yeah, sometimes the thought needs to exist quietly first, before it ever needs words.
Okay, next one.
Next, think about your siblings, if you have them. Are you close, distant, somewhere in between? Is there someone you wish you were closer to? Let that answer sit for a second.
Mine is complicated. My sister's yes, very close. My half-brother, distant. Both true at once.
Both can absolutely be true at once. Family isn't one feeling. It's usually many feelings layered together.
I like hearing that from you.
Okay, last one, and this one might feel a little heavier, so only go as far as feels okay for you.
All right.
Think of one person in your family who is far away or who you don't see enough. Picture their face for a second. Now, quietly in your mind, think of one simple English sentence you could say about them. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be true.
I did mine. It was about my grandmother.
You don't have to share it if you don't want to.
I know, but I want to. I miss my grandmother. She lives far away, and I don't call her enough.
James, that's such a real sentence.
It felt strange to say out loud, but also good.
That's usually how honest English feels at first. Strange, then good.
Strange, then good. I like that.
If you're listening and you made a sentence in your mind just now, that's real practice, real brave practice, even if nobody heard it but you.
It counts.
It absolutely counts. One more, just a small one before we finish this part.
Okay.
Think of one word today that felt useful to you. Maybe siblings, maybe half-brother, maybe we're not close, maybe something else entirely. Just let that one word sit in your mind for a second.
Mine is quiet depth. I know it's 2 words, but that's the one that stayed with me.
Ha, I'll allow it. Mine is permission. I think I needed that word today too, honestly.
Funny how a quiet exercise like this can teach us something, too.
It really does. This isn't just for the listener. I learn something new about myself in almost every episode we make.
Same, every time.
One final quiet moment, then we'll move on. Think about someone in your family who would be genuinely happy to hear you speaking English right now, at this exact level, imperfect and all. Just picture their reaction for a second. A smile, maybe, or that proud look some people get.
Mine is my mother. She still tells everyone I'm learning international, whatever that means. She's so proud, even when I barely say anything.
Learning international. I love that.
Me too, honestly, even though it makes no sense grammatically.
Mine is actually my brother, the one I mentioned earlier. He always says my accent sounds cool, which I don't fully believe, but it makes my smile every time.
See, that's a nice thing to carry into practicing this week. Someone's proud smile waiting on the other side of a hard sentence.
Exactly. Keep that person in mind when your challenge sentence feels difficult later this week. Okay, so here's what I want to leave you with today. A small, doable challenge.
I'm listening.
This week, at some point, I want you to say one true sentence about your family out loud in English. Just one.
Out loud to who?
To anyone. A friend, a coworker, even yourself in the mirror, quietly. It doesn't need an audience to count.
Even to myself. Okay, that feels manageable.
It can be simple. My family is small, but we're close. Or, I don't see my brother much, but I think about him. Whatever is true for you.
What if it comes out wrong, like grammar wrong?
Then it comes out wrong, and that's completely fine. Nobody is grading this. The goal isn't correct grammar. The goal is one honest sentence leaving your mouth about someone you love.
When you say it like that, it feels less scary.
I really believe this, James. Every time you say a true thing about your family in English, even imperfectly, you're not just practicing language. You're practicing being fully yourself in a language that used to feel foreign.
That's kind of powerful, actually.
It is. And here's a small additional challenge if you want to go further. Try learning one new family word this week. Just one. Maybe stepfather, maybe in-laws, maybe siblings. Just one word added gently to your life.
I think mine is half-brother. I want that word to feel normal now, not heavy.
I love that choice. What if I try the sentence and it just feels awkward, though, like physically awkward to say?
That's actually a good sign, not a bad one. Awkward usually means you're doing something new, something real, not something memorized and safe.
So awkward is progress in disguise.
Exactly. I'd even say if it feels a little awkward, you're doing it exactly right.
That reframes it completely for me.
Good. And here's a tiny bonus idea if you want it. Try saying your sentence to someone who already knows your family a little. It's usually softer that way the first time.
That makes sense. Less pressure. More like practicing with a soft landing.
Exactly that. A soft landing before you try it somewhere newer, harder, like your coworker's lunch table.
I'll take the soft landing first, thanks. What about you? What's your challenge this week?
Honestly, I think I'm going to call my brother. We haven't talked in a couple weeks. Nothing bad happened, just life got busy. But this conversation reminded me how much I actually want to hear his voice.
That's a beautiful challenge. And to everyone listening, remember our question from earlier. What situation makes your English disappear when it comes to family? Write it in the comments if you feel comfortable. You might be surprised how many people feel exactly the same thing.
And honestly, reading that other people freeze too, that alone helps. It helped me today.
It really does. You're never as alone in this as it feels in the moment.
Okay,
I'm actually excited to try my sentence this week.
I believe you will. And if it feels hard, remember, hard doesn't mean wrong. Hard just means it matters. So, James, how do you feel now compared to the beginning of this episode?
Lighter, honestly, like something I was carrying quietly just got a little smaller.
That's exactly what I hoped for today.
I think I've been treating my family story like a test I could fail, like there was a correct answer I didn't know.
But there isn't a correct answer. There's just your answer.
My answer. I like that.
Your family doesn't need to be simple or perfect or easy to explain for you to talk about it with pride.
Pride. That's a strong word.
It's the right one, though, because loving a complicated family and still finding the words for it, that takes real courage.
I never thought of it as courage before, just as embarrassment.
Embarrassment and courage can live in the same sentence sometimes. That's okay.
That's okay. I'm going to remember that.
Before we go, I want to say something plainly without wrapping it up too neatly. Some of you listening have family stories that are still hard, still unresolved, and this episode isn't asking you to feel okay about that today.
No, definitely not.
It's just asking you to have the words when you're ready. That's all. The words can wait for you.
The words can wait for you. I really like that.
And to everyone listening, if your family story is complicated, quiet, far away, painful, joyful, or all of those at once, it still deserves simple, honest English.
You don't need perfect grammar to talk about people you love.
You just need to start. One small sentence.
Maybe your voice feels small today.
But keep using it.
Little by little.
Every single day.
We'll be right here next time, whenever you're ready to come back.
Whenever that is, there's no rush here. Just come back when you're ready.
Take your time this week with your sentence.
No rushing, no grading, no perfect version waiting somewhere out there.
Just your version, slowly, kindly, in your own time.
And remember, your family, exactly as it is worth talking about.
Worth it, completely worth it.
See you in the next one, friends.
Little by little, we'll keep going together.